incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Down, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get trapped.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium. Seen a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Cardinals. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep. Man up, deep. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
64, weak.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Throwing Jones. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Godwin, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Tight end right. 3 down. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, check.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, check.
Feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like,
too many can't play with us. See where this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much, actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard, for your mom to your pop, to the beat, to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound it surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't feel. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. Like the wind can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They Ella, they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the haters, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savings,
Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, they know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, God.
Oh, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. Hey, dog. Kill. Alert flare. Liam, shake it. Put it right.
A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Second and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Blue Dan. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Who that? No. 57's mic. We own them. Delta. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Come on.
On second down, here's Murray. Trying to lay one up deep. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, boy. You drop. Don't be scared of it. 49, check 49.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Check 55 the mic. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Good. Hey, check right. Watch it.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now,
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
On the ready.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Third and long.
On the double. 58, come on. Here we go, here we go. Hey, high 7. Go 50 after Mike. 5.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They begin the drive with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch it slant, watch it slant. Watch it slant, Henry. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And the catch made by Johnson. Johnson, oh, it's poke free. Football's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. First down, Murray. He gets this one to Johnson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
off the draw. Here's Johnson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost, hold on to it. Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
On second down, here's Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 22 yards there, a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Squeeze. Recon, 132 fighter.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Jones now. Off play action. Looking downfield for Godwin. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they do finally get him. But he makes it all the way to the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Look at me. Score.
Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray, he finds his man Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive player.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted first and goal at the 5-yard line. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Check hot route. Hot. Check.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
25, check 25, check 25. Switch.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with first and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run with Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. Bravo.
58 for Mike. 58 for Mike.
I hope he's ready.
From the 41, Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Come on, man. We better than that. Hey, Delta. Tight right, tight right.
Hey, hey, hey. You got 3. You got 3.
Hey. Guard, guard. 24. Ready.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a moment.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
You set. You can't block me. You can't block me. 55's my guy, 55. Here I come.
From the gun, Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Hey, Alpha.
Throwing on 1st down, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Watch the run, watch the run.
58, boys, 58. 58 to Mike. Hard, hard. And bring it.
Hey, hey, watch it, watch it.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Shoot.
To throw again. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
60 or.
Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
Here's Jones off the play fake. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Gotta do better. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Check, check. Hey, Sam off. Red zone. Play.
Jones on 1st and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
That's got to be a long day.
Jones now. Going to throw again. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come out here in the eye.
Mike, 58, right there.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Hey, exit.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Let go.
Now Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Watch the block, watch the block. Watch the block, motion, block, block, block. Check 31, check 31. Chopper! I'm here all day.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of 1, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Rosa's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So well-paced drive. They were able to calmly take it down the field, and then they finished the half with 3 points.
Yeah, and that's what's commonly known as playing the 2-for-1 game, right? Being able to get the points at the end of the half, knowing you're getting the ball to start the second half, gives you a chance to go out and double what you got done in the first half.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 27 yards there, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Johnson's got it complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. All day, every day, any day. Mike's
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. The ball comes out, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Mike 57, Mike 57. Get him, get him, get him.
57's Mike. Mike 57. I'm coming.
57.
To try again after the sack. Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And who's got it? The Giants.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Check your hot read. Bam. 5.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
You got it. You got it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
On the ready. Go against the mic. Coming to you, coming to you.
from the 39. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. 58 right there. Oh, you got 10? Take four. Back. Now. Go.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 55. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Fielded at the 20. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
30 base.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Check 43. Check. That's the one. Go.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Jones. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Murray now on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Check Mike. Mike 56, Mike 56. Here we go.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Yeah.
Mike's 57.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find Isabella. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Murray now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4.
Check tight.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Focus, defense, focus. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Caleb Wilson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Look at me. Door. Hey, Zoo.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. That's complete to Slayton. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down.
Rock it.
Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Check 55 to Marvin. Check 55 to Mike. Stick the ball.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
55 is Mike, guys. 55.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Last
55. Right there.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
3 bud. Mike, 55.
Throwing again. Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the pass. Hey, check Mike.
1st down, Murray. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jordan Willis in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray, he's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Hit it. Go 58 to Mike.
Let's go, D.
2 times.
On 1st down, Barkley. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. You draw Porker.
Again, it's Barkley. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.